Madam Contest Chair, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you might have noticed recently there was a big increase in the Toastmaster fees. Those of you who bothered to look at the invoice. Those of you who bothered to pay the invoice will really have noticed. And one of these people just happens to be Yvette. I know because the other night it was her round. So she pulls her credit card out and it bounced. That's when I realized the situation was actually quite serious. And I got angry because now I had to pay the round. So I got hold of our ex-area governor, Luther. Now, some of you might know Luther. He's got good leadership skills. And Luther says to me, Ian, didn't you join Toastmasters to learn leadership? Here you've just got a great leadership lesson. Screw the minions. And you were part of it. You got to feel it. You got to experience it. How good is that? And I had to agree. The best leadership lessons are those where you're directly involved. I still remember my first leadership lesson here at Toastmasters. I was a sergeant at arms. And I arrived at the meeting and I'd left the box at home. So imagine if you were the president, think what you would have said to me. You probably would have said something like Diane would say to me. Ian, I know you're a little intellectually challenged, but before you leave home, you need to think to yourself, have I got the box? Haven't I got the box? Effective communication? No. Luckily, the president at that time did have some leadership skills. So he said to me, you idiot. Oh, okay, he didn't say it quite like that. He included another leadership word in between those two, beginning with an N. I just don't feel confident enough in my leadership abilities to be able to use those advanced leadership terms correctly. But I'm sure Toastmasters will teach me. Anyway, the point was, the lesson there was an important one. Always use short, impactful sentences. If you're using more than 4 words, you're using too many. Your message will be lost. There was another leadership lesson I got quite recently. I was being evaluated. So she says, Ian, that speech was wonderful. This is a fantastic speech, really brilliant. You've come so far since you joined Toastmasters. You all recognize that? You should, because that's the exact same evaluation Karina gave Peter at our last meeting. And the exact same evaluation she gives everyone. Because a true leader knows that whatever anybody else says is unimportant and you don't need to listen. But there was another great leadership principle in that, and that is always look serious when you're saying something which is not true. Now, when you get home this evening, I want you to see if you can find the other manual you got when you joined Toastmasters. It's called the Competent Leadership Manual, the CL Manual. If you can find it, open it for the first time and have a look at the inane projects that Toastmasters has devised to teach us leadership. It's so bad that I actually sent an email to Toastmasters International, and I said, surely the CEO feels a little guilty after cashing that last obscene paycheck, and surely he feels the need to do a little something for us at least. And I got an email back from a nice lady there, and she said, "Dear member, the CEO has your best interests at heart." And she said that seriously. And then she said, "Yes, it's true. We've updated the manuals with more relevant, more modern projects to teach you leadership, but they're only coming out in the near future. But here are some examples." And this is quite a good one. Say it with brevity. Make a speech with only 4 words. Use simple hand gestures to get your message across. Try to only use one finger. Time 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, this is another really good one, okay? Learning patience. Address an audience of ignorant minions that you feel only disdain for. Try not to get cross. Use lots of advanced four-letter leadership terms. And here's another good one, okay? Persuade with intimidation. Convince your audience to join your religion and pay you money. Tell them that if they join, they'll get, in heaven, they'll get 10 virgins to do with as they want. If they don't join, in heaven they will be one of those virgins. So don't give up hope on Toastmasters. Toastmasters International are working hard for all of our benefit. When you go to pay your dues, know that, yes, you're paying a lot of money and getting very little, but that act of actually making that payment is another great leadership lesson.